The battleground called America sees one skirmish after another, but who is fighting for faith, family, and flag? Charles Benninghoff, and here he is with today's action plan to defeat the forces of globalism.
Hello, this is Charles Benninghoff, and I'm the founder of the Free Christian Church, Pray for Us. Today, I'm calling for Special Counsel Robert Mueller to be censured by Congress. There are many good reasons for this, as I'll explain today. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller is a globalist who was appointed under false pretenses to try to twist the facts until he can come up with fake charges to impeach President Trump. President Trump has torn up the Transatlantic Partnership and the Paris global warming fiasco called a treaty, and illegal crossings at our southern border have dropped 70% since he came into office. All these things are like death blows to the globalists because they're all globalist actions. The globalists, therefore, are hopping mad at those America First achievements. So they brought in Robert Mueller to try to impeach Trump. Is it really that simple? Yes, it's that simple. So we're pushing for Mueller to be censured, and I'll explain why and how we plan to do it in a moment. But first, if you're a patriotic American and you want to help prevent Donald Trump from being impeached on completely false charges, you should sign up for my newsletters and learn how you can help. If you want to join in, just mouse over the video screen now or tap on it on your mobile device. Then click the little eye. If you're on Instagram, the link is in the comments below. Very simple to find. My free daily newsletters cover the most important current issues concerning America using a Christian-based, biblical perspective. Every newspaper covers only one issue of a national importance. We write a daily, unique, compelling call to action that will keep you way in front of the conservative news curve, like today's message. Plus, my daily action newsletters contain facts you'll never hear on mainstream media, but that are necessary to know to survive in this surreal world being forced down our American throats by globalist Democrats and the nation's prostitutes. When you get done there, come back here. We'll be waiting for you. Now, on to the story. The globalists have launched a fake news campaign to discredit anyone who speaks out against Mueller. Here's how that scam works. I think you'll be shocked. The globalists put out a piece of false information about Mueller on some conservative blogs. That information, they hoped, and in fact it is, being repeated and shared across other conservative websites who let the left do their thinking for them. But we here at Pray for Us, we don't do that. You know, the mainstream media, the main propaganda arm of the globalists, can discredit any conservative who repeats false information like this, and they know it. They know some of our guys on the right are lazy. That's why my videos are so important for keeping you ahead of the curve. I'm telling you, you need to follow the videos, you need to follow the newsletters. Our research and vetting process is top-notch because we want you to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we never want to give the enemies of freedom the opportunity to discredit our words. Here's an example of how this fake news propaganda from the globalists can be used to undermine any patriot who speaks out against Robert Mueller. The following clip is a video that former FBI agent Caesar Paz released on YouTube. I'll show you the clip, then I'll explain how the globalist scam against America works. Now, take a look.
Isn't it true that in 2013, the largest bank of England, HSBC, was being investigated by federal authorities for laundering billions of dollars for the Mexican drug cartels, channeling monies to the Middle East, specifically Iran, which is in violation of law? Isn't it true that Robert Mueller, former director of the FBI, and now the special counsel to investigate these so-called alleged collusion, between Trump campaign members, Mr. Trump and the Russians, etc. Isn't it true that Mr. Mueller was the chief counsel at HSBC? the same bank that was laundering money for the cartels.
Now, that's a great video by Cesar Paz, but he's been duped. He's been duped by Mueller. Everything in that video is true except for one apparently small point that Paz made. Robert Mueller never worked as chief counsel at the HSBC Bank. That's fake news. It's fake talking points that the globalists have spread all over the internet, especially to conservative blogs that may not have a large enough staff to thoroughly vet or are too lazy to vet or investigate any claim. Every other point that Paz makes in that 15-minute video is absolutely true. But I reported all of that last year, over a year ago. Yes, I and our editor, Bob Mallory, beat Mr. Paz by a year. But that one little factual inaccuracy, which is being spread now nationwide by Mueller's globalists, will cause people to question all of the other truthful information. We watched the Obama administration deploy this technique for 8 years straight. Fake news, fake news. Remember that Fast and Furious, how many fake news stories came out about that, trying to hide the facts? Well, this is how they work. It doesn't work very well if you just check the facts, but this is why they think that they're going to beat us, because they think every one of us are lazy. For example, here is that lie about Mueller as it appeared on a conservative blog. In a lengthy article about Mueller, James Comey, and the rest of the Hillary Clinton friends who are trying to impeach President Trump, it states the following, and I quote, Mueller served a 12-year term as chief counsel for London-based bank HSBC, which was exposed in 2016 for sheltering $100 billion in client funds in murky offshore tax havens populated by drug dealers, money launderers, and arms traffickers. Mueller's salary went from $1.8 million in 2001 to $7 million in 2011, and I close quote. That's a fabrication. That's a big fabrication. That's a stupendous fabrication. Why? Because Robert Mueller was the FBI director during that period of time. But now, anyone who repeats that fake news claim about Mueller is automatically discredited, a liar, a cheat, a thief, and even worse. This is all being done to bolster the credibility of Robert Mueller, to make it look as though he is an impartial investigator instead of the globalist hack on a take from various sources around the world that he truly is. Indeed, Mueller's not credible. Mueller's a globalist, and he's been sent in by one of the deep state elements that controls both parties in an effort to destroy the Trump presidency, because Trump wants to make America great again. The best way to condemn Mueller is to call for the House to censure Mueller as a globalist tool. Here are a lot of great reasons to censure Mueller. He should have legally resigned from this investigation because he has a personal relationship with the justly fired former FBI Director James Comey. And he, in turn, is the key witness against the president on false allegation of obstruction of justice charges. As the Washingtonian reported in 2013, Mueller and Comey were both rising stars in the Clinton administration Justice Department, and they were both mentored and guided by, let him loose, Eric Holder. And you know what? Eric Holder was held in contempt of Congress because he, too, is a crook. He's a crook because he wouldn't turn over government documents to Congress when Congress demanded it. So he's in a den of crooks, a den of thieves. And you know what? Mueller's a part and parcel of that. And, as I have also reported, 5 members of Mueller's team leaked details about the investigation to the Washington Times just last week. Those leaks are a federal crime. Plus, another 4 members of Mueller's team are Democrat Party donors. Is Mueller stacking the deck against President Trump or not? I think so. But as patriots started pointing out these facts, the globalists started spreading this false talking points about Mueller, trying to confuse the issue. I guess Mueller thinks that Bob and I are just plain stupid. We're not. We check the facts. Mueller's a crook, and so are the people that surround him. And we have to fight back against this. So the network of patriot activists supporting this video channel are speaking out to Congress and calling for Mueller to be censured. So sign up for my newsletters if you want to take part in stopping globalist fake news and shutting down Mueller. To do that, mouse over the video screen or tap on your mobile device. Then just click on the small I icon or look below for the link. Sign up now. Help us drain this swamp. This is Charles Benninghoff, signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many blessings.
Sign up for our newsletters to join the team defending faith, family, and flag. Just click or tap the icon in the upper right corner of the video screen. Click again to go to our website where you can sign up for our daily action plans for America.